Hello everyone, the 316 here with my first model kit review as well as Gundam review. This is the Bandai Gundam Wing number 174, Wing Gundam Zero. This came out in 2016 and is aimed towards a more beginner builder. I was sent this model by a mystery individual, and all that was in the box besides this was a little cookie, chocolate cookie, and this message. So, yeah, don't know who sent this to me. I have no idea. Anyway, this model apparently is based off of an anime called Gundam Wing, or Gundam Wing semicolon Endless Waltz. I've always had a passing interest in model kits and Gundam in general, so I'm glad to finally have the experience of constructing one and going through the process with all of you on my channel. But I wanted to take a look at the box before I open this, so I can give you kind of my full thoughts on a model kit experience. So you got this, nice box. It's nothing too fancy, just a, plain cardboard box with a very plain bottom. I mean, obviously it's printed on the side. I'm guessing this is a little summary of the model kit. If you want to Google Translate that, feel free to. It probably just talks a little bit about the anime or the movie it's based on. And then there's some statistics, it looks like. 16.7 meters, I'm guessing. On the front of the box, you can see this is 1/144th scale. I think that's the same scale as the Sword Ascension project for the Lightning Collection. Bandai, of course, Bandai Namco. HG after Colony, not sure what that is. This side of the box here, you got Bandai-hobby.net as well as Gundam.info. I might take a look at that after I film this portion of the video. On here you can see that you can build this in two different configurations. You have the, let me zoom in real close here. Hopefully it'll focus. The Neo Bird mode or the mobile suit mode. It's not like a transformer, so it's one or the other. And then here it comes with the weapons / details. It's got two rifles, two like energy swords, the cockpit for the Neo Bird mode, and as well as like flaps for the jet engine, I'm guessing. Like I said, I don't know much about Gundam. This is like my first exposure to at least this particular version. No glue required, as you can see there. BandaiSpirits.co. And then here's the last side of the package with an English sticker. I did rip it when trying to take off the the printed sticker that was on there that was like, oh, this is the item number, barcode, etc. It was distributed by a group called Bluefin, and Bandai Namco, of course, again. Small parts, ages 8+, etc. Let's go ahead and open this thing. I think I should be able to just rip this off. Alright, seems easy enough. Ooh, look at that. It comes off nicely. Oof, that's really satisfying. Oh, is this tape? Yeah. Alright, that's cool. Let's get out this second layer, and then we'll take a quick look at the innards of the box. Oop, that one didn't rip as nicely. Okay. Let's see if I can adjust the camera just a little bit here. Pop the lid. Okay. And we got some sprues in here. Okay, the lid of the box does not want to stay up. Alright. We got, let's see, 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags of sprues. And then we have the instructions, which I think I read up. These are in Japanese mostly. Let's put those to the side. Okay, here's the instruction booklet, and here you go. Model number, head height, weight, material, armaments, machine cannon, beam saber, twin buster rifle, shield, wing Vulcan. Okay, so that's the shield. Got it. I was not sure. Okay, so some of this is in English, but this appears not to be. This just shows you can build it in either configuration. Okay, yeah, a lot of parts. I expected that. Doesn't look too difficult to put together. I'm going to enjoy this, I think. Let's see. Is there? Trying to see if it shows the. Ah, it's on the back. On the back, it shows you like the, like the accessories and the details and how you can reconfigure it if you want it to. Actually, it seems pretty easy to reconfigure it. But anyway, that's the opening of the box. I know to some of you this may be very familiar, but to me this is all new. Also, I just noticed the front here, it opens rightward. I forgot about that. Forgot that they did that over there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and we're going to get into building this. So I'll see you in the next scene. Here's the finished model. Took about 1.5 to 2.5 hours. The instructions go from torso, head, shoulders, arms, legs, waist, wings, and then the weapons. I think the biggest appeal of this model kit, or any model kit in general, is the building process, and the pieces went together very easily. Only a little bit of flashing cleanup was needed. There's not too much I would consider bad about this, if anything, really. I think the main, thing that I do not like was the stickers, So let me grab the sticker sheet here. Okay, so I actually had to cut the sticker sheet because of these 3 little stickers. See how tiny these things are? Let me get my knife. So all I did was I cut out this section here, and then I basically just took this and dug my knife underneath and then poked it out. Finding out where one of these stickers went after the model was built was pretty annoying. But otherwise, I thought Lego stickers were bad, but these were way smaller. And these are very easy to apply. None of them, were of bad quality or anything like that. Speaking of Lego, though, that is another model kit type of hobby. And while that's directed primarily towards children, I feel that this genre is directed more towards a teen and above range. Not to say that kids couldn't put this together. They could. It's just given that you need some kind of sharp tool, at the very least, to build one of these. I would not recommend this for anyone below the age of 14. There's some very tiny parts as well. Let me see if I can get at the head here. Take the head off. Okay, so the head here, real quick, that mask, that mouthpiece, that's way smaller than the size of my pinky. It's that small, and it's very easy to lose or swallow. But again, you shouldn't really be putting this in your mouth. Just a note, that's why I wouldn't recommend it for anyone under the age of 14. Anyway, that's enough of my build process overview. I enjoyed it, and well, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So the finished model comes in around about 5 inches tall from the back of the wings. From the head height, it's about 5 inches exactly. The accessories this comes with, I'm just going to read this from the sheet here. It comes with the beam sabers, and those are nice. What I thought was funny with these, though, is that I was looking at the size of the peg here. I don't think that's going to focus, but the peg here is actually the perfect size for my 6-inch G.I. Joe figures. So they got an effect piece if I'm not using it for the Gundam wing here. So I just thought that was a little funny detail. Comes with the twin Buster rifle. Obviously one for each side, and then those can be combined to make the big one. I'm going to keep them separate though. And then it comes with the shield here, the wing Vulcan as it says on the instructions, and that can extend. I'm not sure if that's part of an attack or if it gives extra shield, I don't know. And it also comes with these extra pieces, which are parts forming for its, what is it called? I gotta look again. The Neo Bird mode. But we're gonna take a look at it. Actually, you know what? Let's go straight to the transformation. All right, take your Neo Buster, or not Neo Buster? Twin Buster rifle. Okay, just fold up the handles there, then stick them onto the shield like so. Alright, next step, you're going to want to take the feet off. Now, it also says in the instructions to take off these thrusters. I'm not going to do that because getting them in this particular foot piece, it didn't want to come out. It's like there was too much plastic on the tab. Alright, now with the legs here, it kind of just tells you to put them together and readjust the knees however you like. But then lift this up on the back of the legs and then stick in those parts forming pieces. And then just shove those back down. And really that's all the parts forming that's on here besides the cockpit. Alright, so fold those flaps up on the shoulders and then push that down. And then spin these around. And then you can adjust everything how you like it. Okay, and then you want to twist the head. Be mindful though, if you do this transformation, that the neck piece itself likes to twist at the base. So just be very careful that it doesn't. You can always readjust, so don't worry about it. Alright, and then pull the wings out. And you can adjust these really how you like. I'm just going to adjust them to about here. That seems good. And they are on a ball joint at the base, so you can, move them up and down depending on how you like it. All you gotta do now is put the cockpit on. Oop, one of these fell off. And there is the Neo bird mode, and I do quite like it. Honestly, besides seeing the hands there, you can't really tell that it's anything but just like a giant gunship even, And yeah, you can still extend the shield out, but that kind of looks weird. Not bad though, just not my liking. But for when I display this model kit, I'm just going to display it in its mobile suit mode. Very easy transformation though, I appreciate that. And what's nice about this is you don't actually have to collapse the wings. You can leave them open, as it does show on the manual on one of these pages. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. That picture right there. You can leave the wings open. Speaking of which, let me take a look at this. Now, obviously, this one is painted and panel lined, and it looks beautiful. I don't think I'm going to do that unless, I can find like a panel lining pen. I do kind of want to paint in the black on these pieces on the shoulders because it kind of looks like a cup. That's what it reminds me of, at least. Doesn't it look like a wine glass? I don't know. All right. So I was a little skeptical on the articulation and how stable this would feel, but I'm quite impressed with the size of it and how easy it is to get it to stand up, especially with these wings on the back. Very impressed, as I said. You can even stand it on one leg if you're very careful. I got camo. It'll stand on one leg. Just stand up. Watch me burn. Oh well, you get the idea. It can stand up on one leg. I think my favorite part of building this particular model was the arms. There's a lot of moving parts in there, and the hand is on a ball joint, and you can push that up if you don't want it to, go left and right as much, or you can pull it out just a little bit. You got a little bit more range of movement, and yeah, you can pull it straight out if you want to, make it like a Mega Man style. Good articulation though on those arms, and this is a little bit weird. The ball joint isn't on the middle of the shoulder, it's a little bit lower. I mean, that's not to say that you're ever going to pose it like this, but just so you're aware. Obviously, I think that's much better of a pose. And, the legs aren't skipping out on articulation either. You can pull this back, and you have extra foot movement, and then you can go left and right, and then you can close it back up. The waist piece here, this is the one part on the model kit that I am a little worried about breaking, is this waist piece here. So these two, it's on a very strange joint. Let me see if I can pull this off real quick. It's on there pretty good. It's one of the pieces that's on there a lot tighter than others. Like I can easily, rip that off, but trying to get this midsection piece here out, not so much. But anyway, this piece is on like a bar, and then there's two balls on that bar. And in between the two balls, there's like a really tiny piece of plastic that I do worry could split. As you can see, one side of the skirt can go up. Yeah, I don't want to do that too much more. It feels like it's going to break. That's not to say it will. It's just I would be careful with that. The side skirt piece in the red here, that's good. It goes up and down, and then it's on a ball joint on the outside, but it's, it's got plenty of movement. You can make it look like wind is hitting him if you want to. I'm really impressed with the green stickers here, even if they were a pain to apply. There's the eye sticker, there's the two tiny ones here, and then there's the one I almost forgot to put on because I couldn't find it in the instruction manual, right on the back of the head. I do appreciate they at least included that. The only real thing I wish they painted was these yellow pieces, but otherwise, I can't complain. Not so much of a good ab crunch, but pretty good arcing backward motion. The legs got good kick because of that skirt piece, of course. And then the head is on a ball joint on the top and on the bottom. But again, moving the top ball joint isn't the easiest. So I would push down on the head just a little bit and then turn. But if you wanted to turn the bottom one, I would just turn it loosely. Oop, I think I just broke it. Yeah, there's a stress mark on the this piece. I'm just going to be very careful with that. Now, I was worried about that piece breaking. So, this piece was the second piece I was worried about breaking. And as you can see, there's a stress mark, and it did. But, it's not fully broken, so I'll just make sure to, when I go to pose it more, not to touch it by the yellow piece there. Oh, and if you guys want to see the wings folded up, that's all you got to do. And then that is still on the ball joint, so you can move it inward or outward. I don't know much about the how authentic it looks towards the the show model, but this is a very good model. And being my first model kit, I think it was a good introduction to Gundam models. Might have to hot glue that. I'll see. And if you want to put the shield on, it's very simple. Just come inside here, push that down, and you can stick it on either arm. This side it's a little loose on mine. On the other side it's a little bit more secure, but you do see the strap on the front, just so you're aware. But basically there's a little indent here, and on the you can see there's a little tab, and it just fits in there. It doesn't lock in, but it holds in place. It's not going anywhere really. And then with the blaster you can pull out the handle, and if I can get the hand out of the way and leave the shield on. A little bit finicky, but not too bad. And yeah, you can get the twin Buster rifles in there. Yeah, that looks nice. Or if you're more of a beam saber person, you could do two beam sabers or one beam saber in one rifle, or one combined big rifle on one arm. There's a lot of modularity to this, so however you like to display it. If you want to get two, one for the wing mode and one for the mobile suit mode, you can do that. And another thing I'd like here is that you can lift up the shoulder joint, and there's a little thruster in there. You can push it out if you want to. Maybe this is just to give some more speed or power to one of the beam saber attacks, or maybe he's going in for a punch. I don't know. Let me stand him up as straight as I can, and then we'll do this size comparison with some other items. let's start off with, I thought I'd include this as a new like action figure to represent. So we got a micro action figure. We got the Halo Spartan Mark 7. They have a nice color scheme. I thought they kind of matched together, even though he doesn't have yellow. Okay, since I showed him earlier, we'll do Tiger Force Outback from G.I. Joe. Oop, that just fell. Spartan Yoroi. Get him in the shot. He's pretty massive. For next to this model kit. White Ranger, of course. And then let's get my Amanda Connor black and white Batman statue. Okay, I haven't done Marvel Legends. Let's do my Extremis Iron Man. Stick him in there. Am I forgetting something? Oh, I don't have a DC Multiverse. Let's do Batman Beyond. Okay, I think... Oh. And we have a WWE Elite Drew McIntyre, who's currently holding a purse. But this should give you a good sense of scale next to some other figures. The only thing in scale or close to this scale that I have, height-wise, not like 1/44 scale, is this like 5.5 inch or 5 1/4 inch Master Chief action figure. You know, I was someone who really wanted to get into model kits, but I always thought that they were a little daunting. This honestly was not as daunting as I was expecting, and well, I hope to do more in the future. There's some master grades out there that are closer in height to 6 and 7 inch figures, and I'd like to get one just for a like a size comparison in the future. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see me make model kits on YouTube's, like stream them live for you all, or anything else you want me to do with model kits. I may have found a new hobby. But thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.